How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and yes, once again, I am back with some more Vivid Voltage stuff sent to me from my friends at Pokemon. We're gonna check it out. On this video, we're gonna take a look at the Elite Trainer Box, which is featuring this very Gigantamax Pikachu on it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is definitely a nice deluxe package, but it's also a fairly decent value. Like, there's a lot of neat stuff in it. We'll talk about it in a second. I also want to show for later, not in this video, but in a separate video, we'll have the Vivid Voltage Booster Box, 36 booster packs to check out. Now, this set releases November 13th, 2020. So I think by the time this video is up, it'll be around then. I got it a little early, which is nice, so thank you, Pokemon, for that. So again, I know I've kind of said, oh, well, you know, not doing videos, but I also did say on a case-by-case basis, this is one that I want to do. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, anyway, I am excited about this, and like the theme deck videos that I had, it's always cool checking out the new stuff, but unlike the theme deck, this Gigantamax Pikachu Elite Trainer Box, this will actually have random stuff in it. Like, you do get some things that are finite, some things that are, you know what you're getting in here, but you also get booster packs, which is cool. So let's take a look at what you get from this thing. So we'll zoom in on the pack cam here. Super up and close, but yeah, this is basically its contents written out. You get 8 booster packs of Vivid Voltage, TCG Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage, so that's cool. You get 65 card sleeves featuring Gigantamax Pikachu, so you get a pack of sleeves with that, always nice. 45 TCG energy cards, that's handy for building decks. Player's Guide to the Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage expansion. I actually like these. These have become one of the things. They look like this. But I actually have found myself enjoying these a lot in the Elite Trainer boxes. They come with like a complete picture guide checklist of all the cards in the set. Oh, let me show you this. Which is really nice. I like that a lot. And it explains a bit more of the set. It's a nice starting point. That's really the thing with the Elite Trainer boxes. They're not just raw packs, like, you know, if you're trying to get just the packs and stuff or like a specific card, it might not be the best way to go, but for both casual players and even, you know, more competitive players or serious collectors even, this is a nice, just let's get one of these and just get the cool stuff from it, get the sleeves, the player's guide, a cool box to keep your stuff in. Like, it's really handy. Like, I really like these for that purpose. So they're really nice. Like, this is your middle ground. This is something that appeals to both collectors, and it's a great thing for newer players. If you're new to the card game, you know, maybe you want to take it up a step from the theme decks, like, this is a good thing to get to kind of get in there and get a bit more experience. Now, it is $40 US, I believe. That's what it was for the last set, not Champion's Path, but what was it, Darkness Ablaze, I think? So it's not like it's cheap, but at the same time, you get 8 booster packs from that. So if you figure it's about $4 US for a booster pack, then that works out to being about $32 just from the booster pack. So the question I always, you know, implore you to ask yourself is, do you feel like $8 is worth the box, the player's guide, the dice, the condition markers, the sleeves? You know, that's the thing you need to ask, and that's why this is a good thing to get maybe like one of, but you probably don't need like a ton of them at the same time. You can just get the booster boxes and stuff. So that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I think it's a pretty good value, all things considered. If, like, for me, if I'm thinking about that, you know, the sleeves, the dice, these are nice things. The guide is cool, the box to put stuff in. You know, if I was gonna get 8 packs anyway and have that be 32, you know, why not pop the extra 8? Now, this was sent to me for free, so obviously I have a little bit of different mindset. But honestly, I've had enough of these that even if it weren't, like I would probably just get one each set anyway. I feel like that's a good compromise. Okay, so let's open this up. I did slice a little bit of this to hopefully get it started, but it seems to have been not quite as effective as it needed to be. It's not like it's that difficult to open. I'm just being a derp, I guess. But yeah, let's see what's inside of here. So again, there's 8 booster packs. That much, that's the random part of this. But the other stuff you are guaranteed to get, which is cool. And there's also a really cool secret. A lot of you might not even know this because you just open this up and you're like super excited. You're like, woo, I don't need this container thing. But let me show you how cool this is. On the inside of this, if you actually open it up like here, it's kind of like a, you know, a sticky thingy that keeps it together, but it's not like glue or anything. You can easily undo it. And I recommend you do that because you get a really cool poster. Like, it's a poster of, I think, all the pack art, which is just, it's really nice. Like, you get a few of these and you just put them on your wall. It's great. Like, I didn't know this was a thing until, like, I don't know, a year or two ago. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Maybe it wasn't before, but I think it's such a clever idea. So definitely don't just toss this out if you do happen to get one. They make for really nice looking posters, which is great. I'm gonna toss this down here, but not at all in a rough way. Okay, so the Vivid Voltage thing, I think we're gonna do webcam style here for a moment. So this is kind of loose and with it. That's the player's guide, if you will. And I love this. I think it's really cool. It shows you some of the good cards in the set. Let me actually go down here. I know I lied. I just said that oh, look at that Ampharos V. That thing looks cool. But it tells you a lot about the cards. And it shows you some of the neat cards in the set, which I really like. I appreciate that. I like kind of, you know, not just looking at the card and having to think, okay, you know, is this good? Is it not? Like, what does it do? And I know that they try to make every card sound really good, but it's still a nice way of, you know, getting a look at the cards, seeing what's good. And then further on in the thing, you have like your little checklist style thing. Let's see if I'll try to show you here. But yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit more in depth. Ooh, look at that Celebi. That thing looks really cool. That is very vivid, isn't it? Shaman. I love Shaman. I need to get that card. I need to. But yeah, and then they have this for every card in the set. And I find it's just great to be able to like look through everything, and you can use this as a checklist to keep track of it, kind of similar to the one in the theme decks, except you see pictures. And I love that. I love being able to just kind of look through. I don't want to look through too much, because one of my favorite things to do when opening up booster packs is like not knowing the set and just seeing the cards that pop out at me like, oh, that one's really neat. Like, I love the art of the card game. Like, I think it's really, really a cool thing. All right, so here is the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer box, like the box part of it. So it doesn't actually stick up this tall when everything's said and done, because it actually has this like kind of cardboard thing in. This doesn't have anything in it. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but you don't really need it. The other one, though, you do want. So after you have that out of here, you have the rules. If you already have a theme deck, this probably won't be a surprise to you. You don't need it, but again, you could also just bypass the theme deck if you want. Just kind of start here and build your own deck. You can easily do that, and you might even end up with a better deck overall, which is cool. But what's neat about this, before I get into anything else, is look at how it like closes up. It's kind of nice. It just, you know, it's a lot more compact than the size of it looks, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, this contains a Pokemon TCG online card that, I don't know exactly what this gives you from that. I don't know if it's like 8 packs or gives you the sleeves from it, but I know it does give you some things based off of Vivid Voltage. Here are the 8 booster packs, which we'll open up in just a moment here. Here are the card sleeves. They look great. Oh man. There's 65 of them. Let me give you a little closer view. That's pretty stylish. I like that. I think it's pretty neat looking. There's 65, so that gives you enough for a deck, which is 60 cards, and then 5 left over in case, like, you know, you get something on a card sleeve or one tears or something like that. So you have some spares just in case. That's always a good idea. But that's why there's 65 in there. I'm gonna leave this sealed for right now because I do have like little cheap sleeves to put cards in, and I actually prefer doing that. I like to keep these things here just for decks. I find that's just what I like to do rather than putting my collectible cards in there. But you know, you can do it however you want. And same with this. This is, you get one of these in every Elite Trainer box, and it's just a pack of 45 energy cards. No surprises there. The only thing I guess I should probably mention is it does come with, I think it comes, wait, does it? Good. Yeah, it does come with fairy energy, which is no longer like in the card game on current cards. They removed it. They like merged fairy in with psychic. They do this from time to time. Like it's kind of silly, but yeah. But still, older cards they may use fairy energy, so it's in here. They look neat. Like, you know, it's not bad to have it. I figured I'd point that out before we run into like a Clefairy or something. It's like, wait, there's fairy energy in this. Why can't I use it? So these things here, these are 4 like separators. They have like little tab things. I guess I can show you on the pack cam. So what you would do is in your box that's left over as you put cards in, I can't show this very easily, there's nothing in here, but you can use it to separate stuff, and that can be really handy. Like let's say you have a deck, or let's say you're separating your cards by rarity or something like that. Like these are surprisingly handy for that purpose. Not everyone uses them or needs them, but they're helpful for organizational stuff. Lastly, we have, well, other than the booster packs, actually no, there's 2 things. There's something else in here. So we have the dice right here. These are damage counter dice. So let me show you on the thing. They actually have numbers that indicate how much damage has been done. And these aren't all the same. As you can see, there's one in there that has like 180. Open this up. I'm just so worried they're gonna spill all over my table, so. But yeah, like see, here's one that has 100, 70, 120. I'm going to assume that's not 06, 90, 80, and so on. So, and then, you know, you might have like a smaller one. These are cool, like as an idea, but I find that often you'll need like 2 or 3 packs of these if you want to do it right. But however you do it, you know, it can be a nice supplement to your stuff. And then there's the damage counter die right here, or not damage. It's not a damage counter die. Those are the damage counter dies I just showed you. This is just a tournament legal coin flip die. And again, if you're unfamiliar, in official tournaments, dice are pretty much the norm. And odd numbers, they count as tails. And this is 1 right there, this little thunderbolt symbol. And even numbers, those are heads. So this would be a tournament legal die that you could use. You can bring it to any tournament and they shouldn't be able to tell you, no, you can't use that. You can't use that. That's illegal. Nope. You can. So you should be able to. And then lastly, we have the acrylic markers, which indicate if your Pokemon has been poisoned or burned. You do have to have these handy just in case your Pokemon inflict these effects or have these effects inflicted on them. But yeah, they let you do that, and you can just kind of put it on the card and then it shows, hey, I've been burned or whatnot. It's nothing on the back, but they look cool. Like they're kind of classy. All right, so that is the stuff you get in with the Elite Trainer box, in addition to the 8 booster packs, which we're going to check out right now. So you just have to kind of think, does that seem worth it to you? And that answer may vary by person. I mean, you know, the box alone is kind of neat. Like, I store a lot of the cards I get from my packs in here, and it's, you know, this is very vivid. Yellow, orange, everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it is handy to have that. I think I've enjoyed these quite a lot. But again, you know, it's $8 more, generally speaking, than if you were to just buy the packs yourself. Like, you know, just 8 booster packs. So you just have to think, is that worth it? And, you know, that's an answer I don't really have for you. I think it's a personal preference kind of thing. All right, but speaking of the packs, we have 8 booster packs here. And I'm gonna open those up and I'm gonna see what kind of fun stuff I get. Now, if you're not familiar with how I do things here, I like to open them slow. I like to take my time. You know, that's just the style I enjoy. I don't do what's called the pack trick, where I reorder the cards. I've never really liked that, so I don't do that, but I know a lot of people are used to that, so I'm just kind of letting you know I don't want to do that. I think a lot of it, I was thinking about it, actually, and I think a lot of it is because I feel like when you're reordering the cards, you are more likely to touch the edges of them, and that can potentially affect their quality, potentially. Like, I'm never like super mint with everything. I don't wear the white gloves, but you know, I do try to keep my cards in as good a condition as possible. And I guess in my mind, that's another factor. It's like, oh, you know, it's potentially affecting that. I don't know if that's true because I don't really do that often, if at all, but I know that's another reason I don't. But yeah, anyway, let's just have a nice relaxing time and take a look at these cards. So we got a Duskull. Look at the top 4 cards of either player's deck and put them back in any order. Kind of, all right. Oh, Electrike. Kind of a neat looking thing. Collect and Bite. Pineco, Ram, and Iron Defense. Not a really interesting. Oh, what the heck? Look at that happy Mudbray, this thing. Ram and Rear Kick. Just rolling around in the mud. Just rolling around. Poochyena. I can't tell if it's like happy or alert. Like, it looks like it got into some trouble. Seems like everything has Rear Kick for some reason too. Winden Stadium. Whenever either player plays a Pokemon VMAX from their hand to evolve a Pokemon V during their turn, heal 100 damage from that Pokemon. That's kind of nice because it's a Stadium card, so it's just a constant effect essentially. Shiftry! Shifty Substitution. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, each supporter card in your opponent's hand has the effect draw 3 cards. Oh, wow. That's pretty wild, actually. So, if this is active, their supporters, they're not useless, like they can still play them, but all of their effects are gone. It's just draw 3 cards. That can shut down a lot of strategies. Huh. Shiftry's always been like that. I feel like there's been a lot of wily cards with this thing. You may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon, so you don't get to choose in this case, they do, but it's still 110. That's kind of interesting. It's alright. Metal Energy. Trumbeak. It looks like it's going in for a kiss. I'm just saying, just look at that thing. Charging Trumpet. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. That reminds me of an old Togekiss card. It had a very similar effect, except I think it was like 10 or something. That's kind of cool though, like it's not terrible. It's only the top 3 cards of your deck though, so it's not really that much. Oh, look at this Hitmontop, that thing looks cool. Cycle Hand. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. That's kind of nice. And then Tornado Kick. If you played B from your hand during this turn, this attack does 80 more damage. That's a lot more damage. Huh. And then Macargo. We've seen this in the theme deck, the Charizard one. Bright Flame, 4 for 180, but you have to discard 2 energy attached to it, so that's rather unfortunate. But that is a lot of damage, too. Alright, here we go. Pack number 2. I'm so like nervous I'm gonna bump the camera. Like this new setup. It is a new setup than what I usually use, so I'm kind of excited about it, but a little nervous too. All right, so Drillbur, Focus Fist, cute little Oshawott. Again, I've seen that from the theme deck, and it was pretty neat there. Duskull, Barassi, Reaction. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. See ya! Riolu. It's got the best punch, everyone. The best. Absolute best. Flip a coin of tails, it does nothing. So it's not the best if you get tails with it, obviously. Reverse foil Oshawott. That's kind of... Ooh, that looks cool. Aegislash V. 210 HP. Metal type. Slash, 2 for 50. Sonic Edge, 3 for 130. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. There are a few things that, like, protect the opponent from Pokemon V's attacks, like damage from them, so this would get around that, so that's kind of handy. I mean, you'd have to be playing Metal for that. I don't know, it doesn't seem like super strong. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's still kind of cool looking. It just doesn't, like, I don't know, it's 130 damage, which is, man, back in the day, that would have been a ton. But yeah, the game has changed a lot, huh? Well, it's still kind of cool. Kakuna. Heal 30 damage to this Pokemon. Bug Bite. Oh, I love the art on this thing. Round. This attack does 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in play that has the round attack. Oh, okay. Well, there's a normal Winden Stadium. And a code card. Aegislash. That thing, it does look neat. I don't know, it just doesn't, like, scream at me like, oh, okay, this thing is a beast. But knowing my perception, it probably is, like, the best card in the game, and I just... Whoa, this thing takes so much energy. What the heck? This random Sandile takes 4 colorless energy. Discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. That is really cool. That's a good effect, but that's just so weird. I'm not used to seeing that on, like, a pre-evolved Pokemon. Oh, that's handy. Hydro Pump does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to it. So if you put all water energy on it, it's going to do 70 for 3. I guess that's all right. Weedle. Bug Hunch. Search your deck for up to 2 grass Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's kind of nice. You can get its evolutions out. Call for family on this Beldum. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them on your bench. Then shuffle your deck. That's always a good effect to have. Oh my gosh. This thing is so adorable. Vampy. Stampede and Strike Back. Strike Back doing 30 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. That's actually a lot of damage. That's silly, Mudbray. Ooh, Bayonet. That's cool. Curse of Devolution. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may devolve one of your opponent's benched evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. Which seems okay, but I don't know, they could just re-evolve it most of the time. But you might be able to knock them out if they have damage counters on them. I don't know, it's okay. It could be disruptive. Oh, there's that Charmeleon. I saw that in the theme deck and it was, I love the art, it just looks cool. Telescopic Sight. The attacks of this, or of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's benched Pokemon V and benched Pokemon GX. That's interesting. Extra bench damage, I always like that. Oh, that is a cool looking Mightyena. Look at that thing. Look at that. That is some cool art. Yeah, Ferocious Bellow, 20 damage. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon's attacks do 50 less damage. Wow. And then Pitch Black Fangs, 3 for 100. That's actually not a bad Mightyena. I'm kind of surprised. Usually Mightyena isn't, like, that exciting or special or anything, but that one actually seems kind of decent. I mean, not like best deck or anything, but, you know, it's just not, like, it's not terrible. Okay, pack number 4? I think it's 4. Oh, here we go. Dedenne! Remember what I was telling you about fairy types and how they're like psychic now? Yeah. Well, here you go. The rare psychic Dedenne that's actually just a common, but you know. It's kind of cute though. Tail Trickery. Your opponent's active Pokemon's now confused. That's such a bad card. Okay, it's cute, but this thing doesn't evolve. And that's a terrible effect. It's a really bad card. Literally just for Dedenne collectors. Drillbur, Oshawott, Duskull, Paraseed. Aww. Reverse foil Skiddo, or Skidoo, I think it's officially pronounced as. I always call it Skiddo, and I always will, I'm sorry. Synthesis. Search your deck for a grass energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. That's nice. Again, that gets around the normal 1 energy per turn rule. You can get around it with that. So that's actually a pretty nice card. Razor Leaf, 3 for 50. It's cool. Ooh, Terrakion. Guard Press. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Kind of nice. And then Earthen Power. If you have a Stadium in play, this attack does 80 more damage. Ooh, and you don't even have to discard it. That's kind of nice. So that'll do 160 on a basic that isn't even a Pokemon V. So you only get 1 prize on that. It has 4 Retreat, though. That's kind of expensive, but... It's kind of neat. All right, another telescopic sight. Oh, there's that Mightyena again. There's that Trumbeak. Nice. And a code card. Okay, pack number 5. Let's see what we get. Doo-doo-doo. I see Riolu. Okay, so we have the best punch. The best punch is back. Oh yeah, we got that Sandile once again. We got Wailmer, Weedle, Beldum, Reverse Foil Hitmontop. That's kind of cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a full art Pokemon Center lady. That is a really pretty card. Heals 60 damage from one of your Pokemon and it recovers from all special conditions. It's an okay effect. I mean, I guess the special conditions thing is alright. The fact it's a supporter kind of stinks because you can only use one of those per turn. But it's a very pretty card. Like, just look at that. I love the art. It's really nice. Oh, that's great. I'm going to set this aside. Well, I'll leave it in there for now. It's fine. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, so that's the full art version of it. Like, I'm sure that there's a normal one. Oh, I don't think I really looked at the Metang, but doesn't really do anything interesting, huh? Not really. It evolves. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so you can sometimes get, like, the ultra rare full art versions of certain cards. Like, certain trainer cards or supporter cards have that. Certain, like, Pokemon V cards have, like, a full art version, or V Max or things like that. And they're, what the heck? Rockruff, what are you doing? Oh, that silly dog. Oh, look at that Blitzel. That looks cool. Aw, happy Skiddo. Ferocid. Oh, there's an Arrokuda. We needed that for the Dreadnought deck, actually. Kinda handy. Ooh, that looks nice. Dialga. 130 HP. Rewind time. Attach up to 2 metal energy cards from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. That's really cool. Especially because it can be any Pokemon. Like, it could be Dialga, it could be, you know, something on your bench you just want to power up. And then Flash of Destruction, 3 for 130, which isn't, I mean, it's good, but you have to discard 2 energy from it, so that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, you can get it back, but I don't know. I think using it to power up your Pokemon is probably a better idea. Still looks really cool, like it's a cool looking card. Dusclops with Side Punch. Electric. This thing's so bad. Electric used to be one of the best cards. There was this one Electric, like, way back. I don't even remember off the top of my head what set it was. It was like one of those dragon sets, and it was really cool. Like, that thing, you just charge up Pokemon. It had an ability that would put an electric energy on one of your bench Pokemon. So you could have, like, 2 of these Electric there. Not Electros, Electric. The middle one, the one I just showed you there. I used to play that all the time. There was a deck called Ray Eels, and it was really overpowered. I was against it at first, and then I played it, and I really liked it. It reminded me of this old one with Blaziken and Rayquaza EX. It was really cool. Just that bad Dedenne again. Drillbur, Oshawott, Duskull. I feel like I've seen all these cards before. Trubbish, Lucky Find. Search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's kind of alright. I wish it didn't take 2 energy. But, you know, Sludge Toss. Hey, Barrascuda. Nice. Yeah, I saw this in the theme deck, the Dreadnought one. It was really cool. This targeted Skewer is nuts. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Oh, okay, 20 for 1. Alright, that's right. for each damage counter on that Pokemon. Then it's like, whoa, what? So if they have 4 damage counters on one of their bench, like let's say they were retreating or you're hitting something, yeah, then you're able to hit it for 80 damage on the bench, so it'll have 120 total. Or if it has like 5, I mean, it's just crazy. It's so mean at like damaging the bench. It's fun, I like that. Oh, look at that Sableye. That is some cool art. I really like the art in this set. I've enjoyed it a lot so far. Filch, draw a card, okay. And then Torment, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't use that attack. I guess that's alright, that could be annoying. Very situational though. Like, I don't think I'd use it. Galvantula. 20 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Go Goat! Ooh. 2 for 50, 3 for 160, but it does 30 to itself. Kind of painful. Alright, final pack. Let's open this thing up. See what we get. Pretty satisfied with the stuff I got. I got the Aegislash V, and I got the Pokemon Center lady, full art. So that's pretty good. I see Galarian Meowth. It's like George of the Jungle. It's like, oh, it's on a boat. That's what it is. I thought it was like on a tree or something and swinging from a vine. No, it's like on a boat. It's like a Viking. That's kind of cool. I like that art. It is neat. Card itself isn't any good, but you know. Rolling Tackle, Cottony. That's a cute Cottony. Arrokuda. Nincada. Pick-a-peck. Surprised I haven't seen that yet. Ooh, look at that. Dusknoir. Spectral Breach. All special energy attached to Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, provide colorless energy and have no other effect. Ooh. That's pretty strong, actually. I know a lot of decks depend on special energy that give them different effects or things. So that's kind of nasty. And then Spooky Shot, 3 for 120 isn't bad either. That's alright. Crocodile. Oh, it has Dredge Up, except it's only 2 colorless energy. That's kind of interesting. And then Tantrum, 4 for 180, but then it's confused. That's pretty strong. But Dredge Up for Mill, or discarding cards from your opponent's deck as a win condition. That's kind of cool. Barathorn, Swift Swing. This attack does 30 damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Interesting. What? Careless. Search your deck for up to 2 rare fossil cards and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. That's kind of interesting. She looks kind of uncertain about things. Wow. Okay, but yeah, anyway, that is the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Box. And I'd say it's pretty cool. I'm satisfied with the packs I got in there. Again, I believe this is going to end up being $40, $39.99 US, if it's anything like the Darkness Ablaze. But yeah, I'd say for that, you know, it's a decent value. If you're getting 8 packs anyway, then that'd be $32. So you just have to kind of think, all right, is, you know, the other stuff, is that all worth, you know, $8? And yeah, I'd say yeah. It's kind of nice to store things in, but you know, that's a decision you have to make. But yeah, so that's that. And that leaves just this nice, lovely booster box to finish things off with. But we will do that in another video because this one is over. That's a good place to stop. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again so much, Pokemon, for sending me this stuff to check out. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And I will see you next time, everyone. Oh yeah.